VA system and said plans were in the works to remove senior leaders at the Phoenix VA hospital in particular.
And for more on this resignation, we are joined by Congresswoman Nikki Tsongas from the 3rd District. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, good afternoon. Happy to be with you.
Well, you've made Veterans Affairs a top priority. Your reactions when you heard the President say that Shinseki resigned?
Well, Massachusetts has a great tradition of service. I know in my district, wherever I go, I meet those who are serving or who served or who have families who have served. And you know, our basic obligation as a country, when we ask those to serve on our behalf and put their lives at risk, their health and well-being has to be our utmost priority. But, you know, we can't forget that General Shinseki has a long and distinguished record of service. He served as Chief of Staff of the Army, has often spoken harsh truths when others were not willing to do that. And we applauded his appointment as head of the VA, but when President Obama first put him in place. But, you know, recent reports, as we all know, have indicated a far-reaching systemic negligence, and I think a very difficult decision had to be made. I think General Shinseki did the honorable thing, as he has done so often in his life, of offering up his resignation. And I think President Obama's acceptance of that was an acknowledgement that we have to move on and begin to fix the problem and hold others accountable.
Representative, at the beginning the President supported Shinseki, but when Democrats started to say, you know, Republicans were on the case right from the beginning saying he has to go. When Democrats joined that call from outside the Beltway, that seemed to be like, okay, that's what's going to happen. Is that what happened, that once Democrats joined the chorus of he has to resign, it became inevitable that that would happen?
I think more it had to do with the Inspector General's report, that we were getting an objective analysis of just the degree to which, the degree and extent of the negligence, and it was just, there was a growing recognition that change had to be made. And as I said, General Shinseki is a very honorable man. He recognized that in order to move forward, he had to take responsibility so that we could begin to effect the changes that need to be made. But they won't be easy. You know, there has been a national backlog of VA cases for many, many years. I know our office works on an almost daily basis with people trying to access the VA through their disability claim. So a modernization has to be made so that we can better serve our veterans, and we have to be sure we have the resources there to make that possible. It's not enough to sort of identify problems. And to fix them, you have to get the right people, but you also have to acknowledge where you have to bring resources to it as well.
And today, a first step in what will be a difficult and maybe a very long process. Representative Nikki Tsongas, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you. Take care.
More news straight ahead, including